Hi everyone, it's DesTROYer here with a brand new game called DomiNations. It hasn't been globally released yet, but I did manage to find it in the Australian App Store. For those of you familiar with other games like Clash of Clans and Samurai Siege, it shouldn't be too much to pick this game up. At the beginning of this tutorial you do build a couple of houses. These houses hold your civilians, which do most of the work around your village. So right now we're just building the houses from the sticks that we found on the ground here. So each one of these houses holds 2 civilians. As you can see at the top, there's 4 of 4 civilians. Now we're going to set these civilians to work by doing some hunting. Different animals will give you different resources. The deer will get you some food, which is one of the primary currencies. Food is mostly used for training your troops. If you hunt the rabbits, they will give you gold, which is mostly used for making buildings. So here we're targeting another deer. That takes 2 civilians, and you can also get food from harvesting your trees as well. After you harvest them, they do have a 10-minute cooldown. So these are just 2 of the many ways to make food. Now the tutorial has instructed us to clear the forest, which will increase our usable land. Sometimes you'll discover some hidden objects behind the forest, such as gold mines, some chests and some food. So we do level up with that, and we did discover a gold mine. Just like the trees, these do have a 10-minute cooldown after you mine. So the main currencies here are coins, food, and there's also crowns at the top there as well, which is similar to diamonds in other games, the premium currency. So now it's time to make our town centre, which is similar to a town hall or castle. This is the main building. It does hold a bit of resources in there as well, so you do need to protect it. Upgrading the town centre is what gets you through the many ages in this game. We're currently in the Dawn Age. So now we're going to build some economy buildings, which is another house. This is actually where you hold your civilians, so we now have 6 of 6. Some upgrades do require 4 civilians, which will leave you 2 civilians for hunting. So we're going to build defense now, which is a tower, similar to an archer tower in other games. This will defend your village. They do require crowns to instantly finish, but I will skip forward. So now that we have our first defense, we're going to get attacked. This is a simulated attack, so our village won't take any damage, but it does demonstrate that your tower does defend against these attacks. It's quite an easy one to win. So the tower does manage to kill them all off, and now we're going to retaliate. In order to build troops, you need to build a barracks. It does take 40 seconds, but I will skip forward through this time. I'm trying to preserve my crowns here. So now it's time to train the troops, and the base troop is a spearman. They take 25 food to build. You can hold your finger down or just tap. And once again I'm going to skip through the time here to save on crowns. Just close that window. We now have 10 spearmen to attack with. Now it's time to do our first battle. We only have the campaign missions available for now. Once you upgrade your town centre you will unlock the PvP. But this is our first campaign mission, so it's demonstrating on how to attack. You can hold your finger down or tap in various places, but you cannot drop your troops within that shaded area. I'm only using 5 spearmen right now. There is an icon there on the left corner which lets you target specific buildings. It will command your troops to target that building. There's actually 5 stars to achieve in these attacks. One at 50% damage, another at 75% damage, another one for taking the town centre, and another one for complete destruction at 100%, and also another one for a quick attack, which I believe is for finishing under 90 seconds. So we do receive loot for this, which is both coins and food. And any surviving troops you do get back as well, so that's a big bonus there compared to other games. So here comes my troops. I believe they all survived this attack. Eventually those troops will come through the forest there and return to the barracks. So now in this part of the tutorial we're going to upgrade our town centre, which will bring us from the Dawn Age into the Stone Age. So that's just 300 coins and 4 workers to complete, and only a 9-second upgrade. As you can see, we do get an increase in storage in there, as well as some new buildings to do. So just a 9-second upgrade here. So we finally reached the Stone Age here, and this almost brings us to the end of the tutorial. We do get to name our village now, so of course I'm going to name mine DesTROYer74. Not sure what the length limitation is here, but fortunately mine fits. Now this wise old man wants us to tap up here, which brings us to a list of goals. When you complete these goals, they do give you some free crowns. These crowns are mostly used for speeding up your buildings, as well as instantly finishing troops. We have an inbox here, as well as a defense and attack log, but of course I have nothing to show you at this stage. Now that's all we have to do in this tutorial, so now it's all up to us what we do. You can kill off some of these animals to increase your gold and your food, and also do some of the campaign missions. We do have a blacksmith to build, so that's going to use all of my food. So this blacksmith is where you research your troops. If you don't research them, you won't have them in your barracks. So this is a 15-minute build, so I will come back to that later on. That blacksmith upgrade took all of my food, so I'm going to quickly kill off a few animals here. The rabbits do give you gold coins, as you can see there by the icon, and sometimes you randomly get some fur. These additional items can't be used during the Stone Age, but you can start collecting them. If you tap on the deers, you'll see there is a food icon for them. So these are the animals I will need to hunt down. You can also collect food from the trees, and also do the single player missions. So the rabbits only take 1 civilian to hunt down, and the deers take 2. Some of the bigger animals take 4, which could even give you some crowns. So I did spend quite a long time killing off animals here. They do slowly respawn. Now my blacksmith has finally finished, so I'll show you what happens with him. So now he's showing you can research, and I have a full food collection again, so I will decide to do the slinger over the warrior. The slingers do have long range, so let me have a look at what they do. They deal 4 times the damage versus foot troops. They have low hit points, so they're vulnerable to cavalry. Now that's another 15-minute build, so I will come back to that later as well. There's a lot more to this game, but it has been fun so far. I like how you can hunt for food and mine for gold. This keeps me busy while I wait for troops to build. It's also great how you get surviving troops back at the end of an attack too. There's alliances, PvP, and quite a lot more to build in the shop, but we will get through all of it eventually. In the next episode, I'll try and get into the Bronze Age, do some more campaign missions, build some roads, and also a lot more buildings too. If you want to see more of this game, don't forget to like this video and drop a comment if you have any questions or ideas. I have a lot more exciting videos coming shortly, so please subscribe to keep up to date.